Beware, be careful. Beware anyone who offers you a second-hand car at a bargain price. You should beware of driving fast on wet roads. Immoral. When something or someone is immoral, they are evil or do bad things. Stealing money from one's father is an immoral act. It's an immoral tax relatively more. Ordeal, bad experience. I'm sorry to put you through this ordeal. Driving in the snowstorm was an ordeal she'd never forget. Superintendent. A superintendent is a person who runs a certain department or building. She was appointed superintendent of schools in Washington. The superintendent decided to close the schools because of the weather. Angel, to happen after something else, especially as a result of it. The police officer said that he had placed the man under arrest and that a scuffle had ensued. After a few minutes of lightning, thunder ensued. Accumulate, to collect a large number of things over a long period of time. We have accumulated so much rubbish over the years. The mail accumulated in their mailbox while they were on vacation. Convection, the flow of heat through a gas or a liquid. Warm air rises by the process of convection. The weather changed because of convection in the atmosphere. Intact, complete and the original state. They found the intact skull of a mammoth. Despite being over 10 years old, my father's model ship is still intact. Sideways, in a direction to the left or right, not forward or backward. The fence is leading sideways. Jim turned sideways in order to slow down and stop his snowboard. Envious, wishing you had what another person has. She was very envious of her brother's success. I'm very envious of your new coat. It's beautiful. Festive. When something is festive, it is happy and related to a party or celebration. The first march organized by students had an especially festive air. The hall looked very festive with its Christmas tree. Julie, cheerful and happy. She's a very jolly, upbeat sort of a person. My grandmother's jolly attitude always made me smile. Prophecy. A prophecy is a prediction about what will happen in the future. The whole business of prophecy is, in fact, to exaggerate. Some people believe that prophecies are actually true. Sentimental. A sentimental person is strongly influenced by emotional feelings. He gets sentimental and starts crying when we talk about his mother. When you ask which team will win, my sentimental favorite would have to be Philadelphia. Unrest, disagreements, or fighting between different groups of people. The president is cutting short an international trip because of growing unrest in his country. High taxes caused much of the unrest that led to the Revolutionary War. Cramp, a sudden painful tightening in a muscle, often after a lot of exercise. She took some medicine for her cramps. After the marathon, Jenny got a terrible cramp in her calf muscle. Bliss, perfect happiness. Lying in a sunny beach is my idea of sheer bliss. Every time he sees his girlfriend, he feels a sense of bliss. Fetch, to go get something or someone and bring the thing or person back. He's been teaching the dog to fetch. The collection of paintings fetched over $1 million. Torment. To torment someone means to cause them to suffer on purpose. She tormented her little brother by taking his favorite toy. The animals are tormented mercilessly by flies and mosquitoes. Slippery. If something is slippery, it is wet or smooth and causes people to slip. The sidewalks were slippery with ice. The repairman fell down on the floor because it was too slippery. Essay. An essay is a short piece of writing on a certain subject. His essay was full of spelling errors. She had to write a 2-page essay for her English class. Ignore, to intentionally not listen or give attention to. They ignored our warnings. I smiled at her, but she just ignored me. Ferry. A ferry is a boat that carries passengers over short distances. Almost all the passengers on the ferry were French. The ferry took the people across the lake. Longing, a feeling of wanting something or someone very much. He gazed at her, his eyes full of longing. Since he skipped breakfast, he had a longing for food all morning. Sophisticated. If someone is sophisticated, they know many things about the world. She certainly appeared very sophisticated to me. Jake is one of the most sophisticated person I've ever met.